is good, motivators?
If you ever feel worthless, those thoughts are never worth it. There's more to life, I know it, so this moment I'ma own it. If you feel the way, then show it, cause tomorrow isn't promised. I can promise you that you can't deny what's a fact. Opinions don't make me react, cause my head, I keep it intact. There's beauty in the struggle, be that beast in the...
Is it just me, or every time I'm wearing like black lipstick, my whole face looks dark? Anywho, today we had a work meeting and it's called Unimpaired, and I have the owner herself, she herself, talking about her story and why she created a dry bar here called Unimpaired, and with all the stuff that it has. And that's her sister as well in the pink shirt that you're gonna see coming up soon. And this is how it went. It was really nice, and if you guys are ever in the area, come check it out. Or they're gonna be, you know, soon within the next few years, maybe all over the United States. So hope you guys check it out and stay tuned.
Came over and said, I'm going to open a dry bar. And I said, I think you're crazy. And then we started talking about it, and enjoy yourself and have fun and do karaoke. And it's everywhere in our culture, environment, everywhere. You can't even go to hockey games or just anywhere where it's even gas stations. They're right there at when you walk out the door. It's just always there, and it's just nice to have an environment that's
okay. So I don't know if all you guys know, but I own a actual bar, and so before I bought it is when I stopped drinking. I really don't like alcohol that much. My dad passed away when I was 22. He was 43 of alcoholism. My mom currently struggles. I struggled. And my daughter's dad, he's a binge drinking alcoholic. So I was pregnant with her when I really started thinking about alcohol and how it was affecting my life, because I couldn't go out drinking anymore. I just would sit there pregnant and just, you know, I didn't want that life for her. And I knew that if I wasn't pregnant, I would be out with him. And I didn't want to be doing that after I had her, because I didn't want that kind of life for her. I didn't want her to grow up, you know, knowing that her parents were at the bar all the time. Like, my dad was always at the bar all the time. I mean, I any weekend that he had me, I mean, we would be at the bar. And so I didn't want that life for her. So after I had her, I did start drinking. And I struggled, and I got drunk, and I remember my mom would watch her, and I would come home, and I couldn't take her home to my house because I was drunk. I mean, honestly. And I wasn't able to breastfeed. I really, truly think that, you know what I mean, if I would have concentrated more on breastfeeding rather than deciding to start drinking again, then I would have been able to do the bar that I was bartending at. And I thought, you know what, there's no way that I can continue to drink and own this bar successfully. I knew that I couldn't trust myself, because I would be drunk every single day of my life, because now I have all this free alcohol that I figured was free, that I could do whatever I want with it. So that's when my brother, he's 10 years younger than me, he also struggles very hard with alcoholism, and I allowed him to drink underage when I was bartending there. So from the time he was 18 all the way up till he was 21, he was able to drink as much as he wanted to. I felt responsible for the fact that then at that point he was waking up first thing in the morning drinking alcohol, because he was having the shakes, and he was cooking breakfast for me. And I realized, I'm like, he has to drink now. And he was just a young kid. He was only, 24 years old. And I thought to myself, I felt like I had enabled that relationship with him and alcohol. And I had, he had watched me drink, and that was when it really, really set in. And I was reminded about how I felt when I was 9 months pregnant and my daughter's dad was out at the bar all night long. I remembered, no, this isn't what I want for my child. And so I thought to myself, I'm going to take all the liquor off the shelves at this bar. I'm just not going to have liquor anymore, because I hate it, Now I live in a small town. We're the only bar. We've been there for 100 years. so it's a nice small town bar that people come to socialize at and to meet with their friends, to go out, to have a good time. So I thought to myself, okay, well, I can't take this away from Bluegrass because it's not fair, because not everybody is an alcoholic and not everybody struggles like I do and my father did and my brother and my mom. And so I thought to myself, enjoy themselves, you know, be around friends, be around loved ones, but do not have alcohol hanging over their head. They don't have, you know, that. It's just hard. It's hard when you go out to a bar to socialize, and then you don't plan on getting as drunk as you do, and then you end up getting pretty drunk because, you know, there's a lot of peer pressure when it comes to it. So
I remember you trying to peer pressure me.
yeah, because when people are drinking, you know,
that.
misery loves company, and so then you want everybody around you to be drunk then too, so you feel better, you know. And so that's when I thought, you know, okay, I'm not going to be able to do that with my bar, you know, because that's just not fair. But I want to do this. I want to have a place where people can come to socialize, meet their friends, and not have the pressure of alcohol there. Because everywhere you go, there's alcohol at children's baseball games, Disney World, tempting you right there at the register. And if you don't struggle,
It makes me sick now just knowing that, like, how women struggled, and then you just see Fireball right when you walk out the door.
And if you don't personally struggle or have family members who struggle, you don't pay attention to the fact that there's Fireball sitting there. But when my brother walks into a gas station and it's there taunting him, you know, it's hard. And so it was very important for me to do this. And so Jim is my partner, and he helped me with how to buy my bar that I bought. And so I reached out to him, and I basically had to really talk him into it. But he drinks, and so he didn't understand the feeling that I have behind it. But then eventually I had gotten talked into it. I showed him the sober movement. I felt like the ball was rolling with it. You know, a lot of people were becoming sober curious, especially after the pandemic. You know, and so suicides and depression, absolutely. And so that leads directly back to alcohol. And so I feel like coming out of this pandemic that more people are health conscious. They want to be, you know, they want to be sober or sober curious or just make healthier choices. Yeah, and so that's what I want to do. I want us to be all over the United States, there for people who want to make healthier choices, there to show these college students who are coming in as freshmen that some of them have never even drank before and end up, you know, getting drunk or whatever. That
you can have fun.
You can have fun without alcohol, and you know what? You can be super cool too, because I feel like we're super cool. We don't drink. So yeah, all right, that's my story.
Yeah. So really, she's not crazy. When she first came in, I'm like, a dry bar. Oh my goodness! But after I was right there next to her.
Thank you guys for watching their story, and if you guys have anything that you guys want to be a part of, I say go for it, no matter the intentions of other people, because as long as your intentions are pure, the universe will reward you. Okay, have a good night, day, everything. It's not a rough life, it's a rough moment. You will get past it and you will own it.